What's up, friends? Welcome back to the number 2 pod. I'm Glenn.
I'm Simi.
And this episode is going to be a
Howdy,
hoedown.
partner.
Something's different about me.
I don't know.
It's almost like I've gone country.
It's almost like Beyonce swept the Grammys.
It's almost like you've gone full fisherman.
And you've gone full Americana. MAGA.
No. Let's just end that right here. Welcome back to the pod, the number 2 pod. Thanks for liking and subscribing. On this episode, we're going to talk about the Grammys and other popular topics. So stay tuned. Otherwise, you're going to miss out.
Hee-haw.
Beyonce won Country Album of the Year and Album of the Year.
I mean, that's insane.
It's wild.
But well-deserved.
Well-deserved. 10 out of 10. It was definitely one of the best albums of the year, if not the best. I mean, it won, so it was the best.
Yeah, I mean...
She won. She's a champion.
I voted for her.
Because you're in the Academy.
Yeah.
The Academy of Recording Artists and Producers.
They announced how many people voted multiple times during the award show.
It was like 13,000 people are voting.
A lot of people.
It's like American Idol, but less. Yeah, it was good. I mean, I would have given her an award just for her Super Bowl halftime performance. It was like unbelievable.
I think I don't know how I'd feel if I was like the second child of Beyonce and Jay-Z. Because we never see her.
She's very private.
Maybe she is like just shy and private, but
yeah.
They always have Blue Ivy.
I think they're just living their lives, and like you either choose the public eye or not. And Blue Ivy probably just like wants to spend time with her family, and
she's
she's
a
like,
star.
I might as well like monetize it so I don't live with my parents forever. You know, I don't know. I don't blame her. She's so good. Huge Beyonce fan. I've never been to a Beyonce concert, so I'm not that big of a fan, but I'm not a big concert person either. But I could tell you like lots of Beyonce songs. I've seen Dreamgirls.
You know what? I've never been a huge concert person either.
Yeah, it's wild. What was the
unless it's like a musical. Is that a concert?
A musical is not a concert.
I mean, might as well be.
A musical is like very different than a concert, I would say. My impression, so the only real concert I've been to like a couple like smaller artists.
What was your first concert you ever went to? Do you remember?
The first like real one I went to was like we hung out with this girl in high school who was like into, I guess, like grunge music. I don't know. So me and my sister went to this like underground grunge bar, and it was where they like play. It's like a band that plays and like everybody runs around in a circle. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Kind of like fights each other.
Oh, you're talking about a mosh pit?
No, it was literally like you like ran around like kind of like, and then people would like kind of like bump into each other and like fight basically.
A mosh pit?
No, because a mosh pit is more like just like a million people like jamming to the music.
It's not.
Oh, I don't know. I'd have to look up the dictionary. I didn't realize you were an expert on concert going choreography.
Oh, that's not choreography. That's like full. I swear to God, if you touch me, I'm putting my foot right in your back.
Oh, anyway, so what about you?
Well, thank you for asking. It was none other than Mrs. Britney Jean Spears.
Oh, I think I know this. Tell me the story again.
What story?
Of going to see Britney Spears as your first concert.
I just had a friend, and her mom worked at the Shoreline Amphitheater as security, I believe. And for my birthday, she got me tickets.
Insane.
To go see Britney Spears.
And what a gift.
Because her mom was the security guard.
Yeah.
We were like all the way up in kind of like the grass area where it's like you don't even get seats. You just get like a picnic area and you can sit wherever you want, which is fine. I was like, I'll take anything. And then I saw like people who I knew and they had seats all like fun. So I was just like, hi, I'm back here. And then all of a sudden, right before the concert started, after Aaron Carter went on, S Club 7.
Oh, wow.
I think it was S Club 7.
I feel like I went to this concert.
A security guard came up to us and was like, hey, come with us. And I was like, wait, what? And basically, for my birthday, her mom, shout out to Christy, brought me down. And I guess someone like dead center, front row in the middle. I don't know if they got kicked out or they just didn't show up. They let me sit there for the first half of the concert.
You were like a seat filler.
Yeah, basically. And,
wow.
And then I like saw her come out. It was my first concert, so I didn't know what you are supposed to do. And I was a kid. I was like 16, 17. So I was too cool to be like screaming and like going all crazy because I was just like too cool for school.
Yeah.
So everybody around me was just like going like nuts, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm just like sitting there just like just watching. And then she comes out And then everyone's like screaming, like going wild. And I'm just like the one person in the middle who's just like sitting there, just staring. And so she's like looking around at everyone and they're all going crazy. And then she sees me and she goes, and she like laughed and smiled at me.
What an experience.
And that was the story.
And you love her to this day.
Yeah, my poor Britney Spears.
I know, she's going through it. That's wild. Yeah, I've never been a big concert person.
I haven't either because I've always wanted to be on the stage. I get like anxious and I'm like, I wish I was up there.
I wish that was me. It better be me. I mean, I'm sure
it's gonna be me.
The only other concerts I really went to like something similar like that. I think we saw Backstreet Boys.
Okay.
It was in like Omaha, but it was like S Club 7, Backstreet Boys, like a bunch of the bands for like some radio station or whatever. I remember seeing that and being like, what is this? And they kept being like, the Backstreet Boys will be out soon. Or maybe it was NSYNC. Like, they're coming. They're going to sing with their golden microphone. And you're like, okay. It's like they get paid to come here and do like 2 songs. It's so weird. One of the other artists that I saw when I was in high school, we got really into this guy named Ben Folds. It was like a music theater thing. I don't know. Like, he's a piano player. I don't think he signed with a label. I think that was the whole thing with him. He's like not trying to be commercial music. But it was cool because it was like somebody that's like singing pop music, but they wrote the song and they're playing the piano, you know, like they're good songs. Like,
yeah.
So that was impactful to me. I went to that concert. And then like the only other one I've ever been to is we went to see Katy Perry.
Yeah, we saw Katy Perry recently.
Which was a weird experience, but
yeah, I saw Keith Urban.
Oh wow. What was that like?
That was amazing. Like, I always liked Keith Urban, but when I went to his concert, that's when I really found out that I had a lot of respect for him. He has like his guitar skills.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's like unmatched. It's like insane how good he is.
Yeah.
And that one girl opened up for him who sings like Strawberry Wine 17.
You know, I grew up in the Midwest and I don't know any country songs or artists. Like, I know the big names just because the names are famous, but couldn't tell you.
Not even the 90s? I feel like the 90s era was pretty, like Tim McGraw.
Like, I always remember we would go visit my relatives in Nebraska or wherever, and they would listen to country music on the radio, and I would feel so insecure because everybody knew the words. And it's like, yeah, everybody knows this song.
But I don't think that's just for me. It's like, I've never really been good with lyrics. I can get the, what do you call it? Because the chorus has like a melody or whatever. But then when it comes to actual words, and we've talked about this before, like when you usually hear words and verbatim, you know how to recite them back. Me, it's just, I have to read something to be able to memorize it. Like what do you call it?
Visual learner.
Yeah, like a visual learner, photogenic learner.
Crazy. I don't know. I just never got into it. I don't know why.
You're really into Billy Joel.
Even Billy Joel, I like pretended to be into him because I had a friend, shout out Anna Trebe, who had all his albums. I'd never even heard of Billy Joel. And like the piano stuff and the songs like were good, but I just never... I was really, what I was really into in high school? Like the only song I can really remember being into is that one where like, it's like a big paradise and they put up a parking lot.
Oh, such a good song. Such a good,
there's another parking lot song and it's like something about like the sun and across the parking lot. I don't know. I really was into that song. Soft rock radio. Yeah. I used to always clean my room and listen to that.
Good old Midwestern Glenn.
I know. Bring him back. Super wild. I don't know. Anyway.
I feel like you're more, up on music more than I am nowadays, just because you teach spin and you have to put your playlist together. So you're always researching songs now, which is like cool, but I'm like kind of jealous just because you're like up on game on more music than I am now.
Well, shout out Spotify. You just click new music and then any name you recognize, you go, okay. And I listen to the first 30 seconds and you're like, and this is not going to be a big one. Or like, oh, this one has a beat. Okay, we'll try it. So I'm not that.
I think you are. You're getting better at it because I felt like I love music and I feel like I try to be up on my music repertoire.
Yeah. There's so much.
But you've been introducing me to a lot of songs recently. And I'm like, okay, who is this?
That's what's
I don't know this person.
I'm dead. Anyway, tell us in the comments what your first concert was, and maybe we'll look up the artist. Maybe they're still alive and we can go see the artist. You never know.
I've never been to Coachella.
We've never been to Coachella. That's probably why we don't like concerts. We've never been to the big ones.
I mean, that's like, festivals are a whole different beast, I feel like. I have been to Rolling Loud. And what was it? Like, was it last year or the year before?
Something like that, yeah.
It's my first Rolling Loud, and At my first Rolling Loud, I got pulled up on stage. I think we talked about this before, but
I you had to perform.
I was like, how the heck did I get on stage
so cool.
on my first Rolling Loud? But
insert clip here.
I was casted.
You were casted immediately. They were like, you, sir, you're ready.
I was plucked out of obscurity.
She's a star. Anyway.
I mean, it is what it is, what it is, what it is.
My next topic for the podcast is I want to talk to you about the Wicked lottery because a crime has been committed in Los Angeles.
And we've pretty much won every single lottery that there has been.
You have. I've never won a lottery ever.
Why is that? For some reason, I always win the lottery for the musicals. And
the Wicked Broadway show is here, the tour. Weirdly, when the Wicked movie came out, great timing, great marketing. And it's been here for like, 2 months or whatever. And they do a daily lottery. And back in the day, the lottery was like $15-20, and it's just like random seats they couldn't sell. It's $40 per person. So it would be $80 plus taxes and fees. So it's not really a lottery. It's like what full price should be if they weren't price gouging. But we've entered every single day. Like I was willing to lose my job and call out of work to go if we won a matinee, whatever. And then you get the email every day and it's like, you were not selected and you just have to move on with your life. It doesn't even try and sell you anything. There's no like link to Wicked merchandise. It's just like, you're a loser.
I mean, you can't even get on Groupon or what?
There's no Groupons. No, not for Wicked. So I don't know.
What was the cheapest ticket?
Hundreds of dollars, hundreds. And they don't do standing room at the Pantages. They don't let you stand.
Absolutely not. I would not stand. I'm not paying money to stand.
In New York, you do. It's like $300. It's good. It's good too. It's a long 2.5 hours. But anyway, the point is, whoever's working the Pantages lottery or whoever does it, what's the deal?
What's the scam?
What's the scam? Like,
are you like letting your friends win these lotteries? Yeah. It's not really a lottery if that happens.
I need to know. But people are winning because I see them post. They're like, we won. The latest thing was like, we can't hear Alphaba's microphone. Can somebody turn it up?
It's like, what bots are you using?
Isn't that weird? Oh, it's got to be the bots. It's always the bots. Unbelievable.
It's the meme coin bots.
Yeah, one thing, if you're not from Los Angeles, which we're not, but we've lived here a long time.
I'm basically from Los Angeles now.
Pretty much.
17 years.
It's really hard to see theater in Los Angeles. Like when I lived in Chicago, there's a couple big houses and there's like a million small theaters and there's like the big drama, like play theaters or whatever. And it's like, you go see a show every night and it's like affordable. It's fun. It's amazing. Really cool experience. Go to dinner. New York, obviously, huge theater town. I grew up in Kansas, like always a show, super affordable, fun, tours, local stuff. In Los Angeles, you would think it'd be the best theater in the world, but it's like a couple tours and it's $1 million. And then there's Center Theater Group downtown, which is like it's like our big theater or whatever, but it's like tiny, 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 tiny. And like, they're always going bankrupt for some reason. Like they just had another restructure. That's where we saw Dear Evan Hansen and Jersey Boys. But it's like, you can't get there either because the public transit here sucks. So it's like, do I Uber? Do I drive?
It doesn't suck. It's getting way better. When's the last time we even took it?
Then horrible. I recently took it to Santa Monica.
Oh, yeah, you did.
And it was rough.
And you almost got
They're trying to police
jumped.
it, but they're not like policing the right. Anyway, no comment. So don't move to Los Angeles if you want to see theater.
I mean, it's not that bad. I want to go to Pasadena Playhouse.
Pasadena Playhouse, yeah, but it's not accessible. It's super expensive. It's a tiny theater.
Oh,
really cool shows.
Get up your bread then, brother.
I know. Don't move to LA if you're not rich upon rich. Pretty wild. Anyway, has anybody seen any theater recently? I haven't talked to anybody that's been to New York. I haven't talked to anybody. Are they even making new theater? Idina Menzel's in a new show, Redwood. I don't even know what it's about. Trees? Would you want to see Idina Menzel in a musical? Of
course. I just don't know nothing about a lot of theater. Everything I know about theater is through you. And I have grown an appreciation for it. But most of everything that I know is definitely from you.
Well, this ain't Texas. Wild.
What did Beyonce tell you?
Dolly P. I don't know. They're making another Dolly Parton musical about her life. She's making it. It's actually huge news. She did a submission, like a public global submission, so people could audition for it. And I think they're about to reveal who they cast.
Miley Cyrus.
As her. Oh my God. Can you imagine? It'd be good.
We were just talking about Miley Cyrus. I feel like Miley Cyrus is fully realization of a person. I feel like she's just come into herself and the confidence, the funniness, just everything about the confidence that she has right now, I think is pretty cool. And it reminds me a lot of Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer has really,
I want to see her new movie.
Self-realized person. You're just like, oh gosh,
love her.
Like you are. I
mean, Keke Palmer's
goals.
She's goals. Yeah. Like there are a lot of celebrities. Like if Brad Pitt walked by me, I'd be like, okay, that's Brad Pitt. But if Keke Palmer was in Starbucks, I would be like, excuse me, I'm gonna have a problem.
Keke Palmer follows me.
I don't want a photo. So... I don't want an autograph. I just want like a moment. I'll be like, can I just have a moment? And she would give me that moment. You know, she would. She'd be like, I'm gonna give you that moment. Okay, have a good day. She'd be like, I gotta go.
No, I mean, she seems like such a cool person. I've worked with her one time years
such a celebrity years ago. Such a name dropper.
Before we even met. Yeah, such a cool person. Such a great personality. I mean, if you're in a room with her, like, I mean, she's just
Aquila and
exudes this like star power quality.
We should all aim to be Keke Palmer.
Oh, for sure. Her light shines bright, for sure.
We'll see you next time.
Yeehaw.
Goodbye.